Good morning, sir. Good morning, all my friends. My name is Parth Pachori. I am from Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. I'm studying in Saga Institute of Research and Technology, Bhopal, with the domain of artificial intelligence and machine learning. And my teammate, Pandya Priyanka, is from Surat. She's studying in Creative College, Surat only, with the domain AIML, artificial intelligence and machine learning. So, our topic given was automated extraction and structuring of handwritten documents using advanced AI tools. So, in which to, in India there are a lot of uh, data. As we can see in many fields like healthcare and education, we have a lot of huge amount of data present, in which many are handwritten and uh, many are in the form of written, like software based written form. So this project is to make handwritten document clear and easy to implement and understand by the people using for it. So as you can see that in medical fields, there are many types of handwritings that we cannot understand written by the doctors, which is a cause for not understanding the correct medicine or delaying the need of medicine at that time. So this project will help in that case. So in this project, the major problems are that time consuming, as the manual data as the data is handwritten, and there are many types of other handwritings which cannot be understood by each and every single person. So it is time consuming to understand this. Secondly, high cost, this and lack of scalability. Sir, to resolve this problem, sir, we have installed. Uh, I mean, sir, I mean, in my project, in the code, we have used several search engines like CNN, INN for the image and to classify their frames and dividing the images. Uh, we have used a Tesseract. Tesseract is the open source. It's the open source engine which is used to detect text in the document or Word file, like that type. Sir, can you listen me? Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you are audible. Go
Yes,
ahead.
you are
Go ahead.
audible.
Okay. So we have used CNN, INN for cutting the document into different types of frames. Each frame is then analyzed, and then the all frames are combined just like the first one. So it can understand the problem where the uh, user is not able to understand the word or writing. Then, sir, we use Tesseract. It's an open source engine which is used to identify text in the document image. So, with that help, we can understand the written word in the document. And, sir, we can also detect the wrong spellings in the document. If there are any wrong spellings in the word file, we can correct it, and then we can शो इट टू मतलब को करेक्ट करके हम बता सकते हैं सर उसमें। तो ये सब प्रोसेसिंग होने के बाद जो रेस्ट ओवर जो पूरी फ्रेम्स होंगी उन सबको कंबाइन करके काफी सारे आंसर्स निकाल जाएंगे, उसमें भी एनालाइज होगा कि सबसे करेक्ट और सबसे रिलायबल आंसर जो कि मीनिंगफुल है वो कौन सा है। So as I told you, key technologies are CNN, INN, Transformer, Active Learning, and one additional technology is our Tesseract OCR engine we have used in our program. So its working is very simple. We upload the document in the code. Then document is the second code is done by CNN. The pre-processing of the image is done by CNN and RNN. Pre-processing is like dividing the images into multiple frames, then analyzing each frame, and then combining all the frames accordingly to the first perspective. The third is our OCR. Just like I told, Tesseract OCR we are using to detect the word in the image. The fourth is data extraction, extracting the meaningful data from the tesseract, which in the words which are being classified by the tesseract. So then data validating, verifying and correction of the words which we have selected, and then output, sir. The output can be seen in CSV file, JSON, XML, and it can be found on a written file also. I mean that प्रोजेक्ट मतलब पूरा प्रोसेसिंग होने के बाद वो नीचे आपको आउटपुट में पूरी वो लाइन लिख के दे देगा सर, ये उस डॉक्यूमेंट में वो लिखा क्या है। सर इसका यूज केस हम लोग काफी जगह कर सकते हैं, जैसे हेल्थ केयर हो गया।
अच्छा,
सर इन हेल्थ, हेलो,
Yeah, please go
हेलो,
ahead. And participants जो यहाँ पे अभी स्पीकर मोड पे नहीं है, अपने माइक को म्यूट रखो. Please go ahead.
ओके सर। सर इन हेल्थ केयर, एज यू कैन सी इन मेडिकल रिकॉर्ड्स, there are many patients waiting for the doctor, and doctor in hurry writes the medicines which we cannot understand. So this can be useful for there as well. It can be useful for there. At that place we can understand the medicine. And in financial, handwritten loan applications and financial documents can be processed and checked if they are valid or not. So in government forms, there are many government forms we have filled over there, over our lives. The data extraction from handwritten forms, like the form is handwritten, of course, it's not digitalized till now. We have to write it from hand. So different types of handwritings can make a chaos in understanding. So that can be used here. Many more. So you can also use in legal documents and benefits. You can see, sir, it increases accuracy. A model increases the accuracy of determining the correct meaning of the word. It reduces cost, sir. It is fast processing as we are using CNN and RNN, which improves the accuracy and processing speed of the program. The scalability, as we have a lot of data in India, like in many companies, multinational companies, government, healthcare, financial, we have many data. There are a lot of data which can be handled by this project. Further, we can ensure security, and the future of our this project is it will help in data document processing as in future it will unlock the valuable handwriting documents and business growth. So this was the project. Thank you.
hello, Parth.
Hello, जी sir.
Where is your other team member? Is he present here?
So I don't know. I have to check it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. So she's here. Okay, I have just one question for both of you. Like, are there any limitations to this current approach? Like, what are the limitations that can't be overcome with OCR or ETC that you're applying, basically, and what improvement that you foresee in the future, basically? Key improvements. What
The
are the improvements that you can do improve with?
the limitations is that it requires runtime. Means in runtime it will requires many processing to done. So it will need a higher processor laptop, or we can say system, to process it quickly.
Mm, it is not an
Other,
accurate answer. Uh,
Okay, so
See, we've seen your approach, but the issue is, how are you going to differentiate between tables and images and regular text?
This project is based on handwritten documents.
No, yeah, handwritten documents, but it could also involve tables and flowcharts, right?
So we can, yes, sir, we can upgrade it.
But your Tesseract approach will not work.
Yes, sir. Sir, the tesseract approach will work for only words. For
Exactly.
tables, yes, for tables, we can extract different engines.
What do you mean?
I mean, sir, for as you're saying that if we have a document, we have words and plus table. It have a table like.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll extract words differently and extract table differently.
Okay, but then what technology are you going to use for that?
So for words, I've told you tesseract is there,
Yeah,
and for table, we have to first detect the table first, that
got it.
the content in the table. So
Now
we
you're
have
on the
to
right
separate
lines.
the segments.
Mm-hmm.
Segments. The document will be divided into further segments. Each segment will go through that. The segment contains a table or a word. If the segment contains a word, then the tesseract will use. And if the segment will contain a table, then we'll extract the table from it.
Great. Now this is the way I want you to proceed. And for your processing power issue, you can easily use Google Colab. There are many models which are there already on Hugging Face for document segmentation.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So I've used no, sir. Actually, I've made project on Google Colab only. But the processing of the tesseract, what you say, is little bit of little slow, not much, but little slow.
Yeah,
As it's
that's not an issue. And see, there is theoretically, if you
otherwise,
do go ahead with this into research and all with this project itself. See, this is the most general project out of the 13 projects that we've given. So the optimization that you have to do is with the retrieval rate. Okay, what is the original content present in your document with respect to how much you could retrieve in a structured format, and how basically good it looks after retrieval, after its presentation on a PDF or a Word document, basically.
so it looks absolutely great because I've uploaded a document.
Mm-hmm.
I am handwritten
Do you have
document,
the
and
code
it's
for this?
showing. Sorry, sir.
Like, have you worked on the code for this?
Yes, yes, I've worked on it, and the code is approximately just finished. It will be over till tomorrow and
Okay,
further.
great. So,
Working
like we'll
fabulous.
get in touch with you on your group itself regarding the code and all.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
If you want the code, I'll complete the code and send you.
Yeah,
It's just ready. It's just ready.
fine.
Okay.
Okay, Prashant sir, we can proceed to the next team.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, and
Yeah, great work, Parth.
additionally, one thing more, as like, what is the contribution of Priyanka in this project?
Just she has worked with the presentation and with the data set.
Okay, okay, not an issue. Okay, so you both are go to sorry, you both have to finish the work as soon as possible and reward all the things in the your personalized group as like AI group
Yeah.
14. I'm right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so thank you so much. So for the group 15 participants,
Thank you, sir.
most welcome.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir, and good morning, all of you. My name is Nancy Pante, and I belong to Bhopal. And this is my presentation. And my problem is the lack of India specific AI training. So many of the peoples they don't have used ChatGPT and others app, and because they don't have knowledge, and the ChatGPT only on work on the professional, and he, it is not giving the perfect solution. If you use other languages, so my project is based on Indian language, like many other languages, Hindi, English, Tamil, and many of the languages. Next slide. So this is my project, and my project first step is extract academic knowledge and extract the data and analyze the data. Use structured academic content for domain specific training. Next slide. इस प्रोजेक्ट को इम्प्लीमेंट करने के लिए मैंने रेनफोर्समेंट लर्निंग का यूज किया हुआ है एंड मिक्सचर एक्सपर्ट लेयर्स ऑफ एफिशिएंसी एंड मल्टीलेटेड अटेंशन का भी का यूज किया है ताकि इसमें मेनी ऑफ द लैंग्वेजेस वर्क हो सके. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. स्टेप 3 कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव एआई ट्रेनिंग. सर एआई मॉडल बनाने के लिए कॉस्ट बहुत इंक्रीज होती है एंड you know the chat gpt is developed by other countries and the cost is very high. So my project is reduce cost and reduce complexity. Cost will maintain performance. Next slide. Linguistic adaptation, training AI to understand multiple Indians language, ensure culture and contextual relevance. Next slide. स्टेप 5 रियल वर्ल्ड एप्लीकेशन. सर जो माय प्रोजेक्ट है वो रियल वर्ल्ड एप्लीकेशन पे वर्क करेगा, लाइक हेल्थ केयर, एजुकेशन, एग्रीकल्चर्स एंड स्पेसिफिक एआई डोमेन्स. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. Performance optimization. Sir, my sixth phase is my project. Performance optimization measure logical accuracy for reasoning ability. इसके लिए मैंने reinforcement learning का यूज किया हुआ है. यूज मल्टीलैंग अंडरस्टैंड स्कोर फॉर लैंग्वेज एवोल्यूशन. लैंग्वेजेस है, डिफरेंट लैंग्वेजेस को एवोल्यूशन करने के लिए हमने मल्टीलिंग्विस्ट अंडरस्टैंडिंग स्कोर का यूज किया है. ऑप्टिमाइजेशन कॉस्ट परफॉर्मेंस रेशियो फॉर एफिशिएंसी. पर इसमें कॉस्ट रिड्यूस होगी बिकॉज आई यूज LLM. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. कंक्लूजन. तो फर्स्ट इंडिया स्पेसिफिक लैंग्वेज ट्रेनिंग यूजिंग. सर ये प्रोजेक्ट बेसिकली इंडियन लैंग्वेज पर बेस्ड होगा and optimal AI training, resource efficiency development, AI powered solution for Indian key sector. So basically ये Indian key sector पर ही based होगा. Okay, thank you sir.
Okay, Nancy, first, like, how are you? Like, see, this presentation was about, see, we, like, you all got the technical documentation of what you have to do, but this presentation was about to finding your niche in that and then, creating a technical frame of how you're going to achieve it, and like possibly in a like an idealistic state have some code for this. So, like coming back, you've mentioned your fine tuning, like not even fine tuning, you mentioned training the AI for the specific domain. And you mentioned the Shodh Ganga thesis that were there in the like the project documentation that you got. But like how are you going to achieve all of this? Do you have the fine tuning codes? Do you have the reinforcement learning codes? Like
Yeah.
how are you going to implement that?
Sir, firstly collecting data and pre-processed data. After then data divided into two parts. 16% is training and 14% of based on sample training and apply reinforcement learning.
That is fine, Nancy, but see, that is your basic data transformation and augmentation before just putting it through a training module. Do you have the code of the training module itself?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Like I want to see your code in your respective group, okay?
Okay,
What
sir.
approach are you going to take? Like at least the fine-tuned version. See, because this particular project is not exactly about fine-tuning or creating India-specific modules. It's about protecting India-specific modules using what like watermarking and tagging.
Okay.
So the end output is going to be whatever. See, we've given you three paths here: text, image, or video, or basically audio itself. And you have to introduce watermarking taggers to develop a model which can reproduce that and then identify if it does have watermarks protected content in it or not. So that's how you have to like go ahead with this. So there basically going to be two models here. One is going to be your original model that has been fine-tuned on maybe the Shodh Ganga datasets and all. And then the second one is where you have introduced your watermarking tag inside the training data so that it's reproduced in the output. And then you have to compare the outputs of both models. Now this could range from image to text to audio to video. Now, video is kind of a long shot, but still we can start with the text first. But for that, we need to have some code. So if you're saying you have some code, I'd like to see that in the group. Well, like, but work a little more on your presentation. Okay, this was just basic text, right? And where is your partner for this project?
एक्चुअली वो बाहर है इसलिए उसने प्रेजेंटेशन नहीं दिया.
Okay, fine.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Pooja Shukla, and I am from Bhopal, and I study in SIRT College Bhopal from AIML domain. My partner Tarun Soni is also from SIRT College with the same domain AIML. So today we are going to present a PPT on the given topic, the AI-powered personalized marketing assistant. So basically, our project, the AI-powered personalized marketing assistant, is designed to help businesses improve customer engagement through real-time AI-driven personalizations. We all know that many businesses struggle with understanding customer behavior, delivering hyper-personalized experiences, and optimizing marketing cost. So our model will provide a solution that like it will integrate retrieval augmented generation, reinforcement learning, and graph neural networks, which will dynamically tailor the content, optimize campaigns, and enhance engagement. When talked about technologies, we have used machine learning, NLP, and advanced AI techniques like reinforcement learning, retrieval augmented generation, and graph neural networks. Can you please change the slide, Tarun? Okay, so our implementation follows a structured approach, starting with data collection, AI model development, integration, and continuous optimization. The assistant analyzes customer interactions, social media activity, purchase history, and website behavior to generate personalized recommendations and marketing strategies. When talked about the components, it includes predictive modeling, sentiment based engagement, and campaign optimization to ensure effective targeting and improved conversion rates. Also, we will measure the success through key matrices like CTR, conversion rates, predictive accuracy, and return on ROS. Also, our solution or our model has the potential to increase the conversion rates by 30 to 40% and enhance the customer engagement by 40 to 50%, making it a powerful tool for modern digital marketing. Like moving forward to our plan, we will expand like more channels and refine customer journey mapping so that like it will integrate emerging AI technologies. Thank you, sir.
Hello, are you done with the presentation?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then I have one question for both of you. Like, can you explain the specific roles of RAG, RL, and GNNs in enhancing customer engagement and achieving the cost-effective target that you're talking about, like scaling and deployment?
What's up?
Basically, I'm asking you to basically explain me what are the specific rules that RAG or GNNs or RL are playing in this project, basically that you are making deployment. Hello.
He means to ask what, see, these are the technologies which can be used up for any kind of data set, and like the RAG doesn't even require one. But see, how are you going to implement these in with respect to your project?
Sir, we use all this technology for ad creation, as the project says that we have to create personalized ad also. So RAG for augmented generation, where we create multiple ad generation, and GNN and R are basically used for reinforcement and graph neural network, which makes our model more effective and user
Okay,
friendly.
okay,
Yes.
okay.
Okay, so I'll explain you one thing. See, your like pipeline seems fine, but Pooja and Tarun, just one thing about this particular project.
Yes,
See, what's unique and novel about this project is how to get the source data. So, imagining you have a certain Google Ads data with you, you can automatically figure out using the database or like the people who have clicked, the people who have opened the ads, that what is the particular geolocation for retargeting that particular ad. So I'll explain you, like, let's say a sports zipper. So if a new startup wants to start selling his own sports zipper, he can directly look at the data from its competitors and then check out that this is the particular age segment, this is the particular market segment, this is the particular geolocation which is actually buying this particular sports zipper. So if I want to like propose my ads and give them an alternative option, it's going to be in this particular segment.
Yes, sir.
So the novelty in this project is exactly how you retrieve and scrape the data to build your own data set, and then you can use your RAG or you can use your basic ML models or whatever model you want.
Yes,
But
sir.
it's like, for example, if someone just gives you a description of their product, you should be able to use that to web scrape and get data from different instances.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so just keep that in mind. The rest of it, the deployment and testing and everything will help you out with until you are able to get to that particular step where like if someone gives you a product description, you are able to analyze the competitors and then you can in real time and then build a particular data set about a similar product which is already out there in the market.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Pooja, did you understand this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, no, I'm asking your partner. Like, did she understand this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, like, great presentation. You kept it to the point. Looks good. You're also talking about the metrics, the conversion metrics, the return on capital employed. Yeah, great. So, like, just keep the code in mind. And if you have done any code regarding this, just share it up in your group.
So I just created a front end where I saw what we mentioned in the
And front end, no. So, see, Tarun, see, we have to first focus on the back end and the core logic of it. The front
yes.
end is, see, when you are focusing, since day one, I have like groomed you guys in a way that you think about research.
I'm trying to make the back end, but there's a
Hmm.
problem. My system is not capable for the large data set, so I'm trying to use API key. But because there are a lot of API key we use in the model, so the model doesn't work properly as we want.
What config are you going for? Like, what config are you running right now?
For analytics, I'm using Google Analytics API key, and for image generation, I use another API key of the model name Runway ML, and many other APIs we use. But because the tons of API we use in the model gets an error and doesn't work properly.
Have you tried using Colab or Kaggle?
Uh, Collab.
Yeah, so like right now, what you can do is you can just run your backend on Colab and then you can get the evaluation results. We can think of how to deploy this and how to like show it up in front end later on.
Yes,
You can also use Flask in your Colab itself. It can just open up a different window.
yes, I'm trying to use Flash, but same the result.
Colab actually gives you enough RAM to play around with different like 4 to 5 Hugging Face models. It kind of gives you about 12 GBs to 15 GBs of RAM.
Yes, sir.
So just try it out. Just send me over the code on your group. I'll see
Yes,
what's
sir.
the issue.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Prashant.
Good morning to all the sirs and ma'am. who are presented today and all the members. Uh, my name is Jaideep Meheria. I'm from Ahmedabad. I'm living in Ahmedabad, and I'm currently working in three different internship, as well as I completed my graduation from Somlalit University, and uh, and my group member name is Priyans Lodhi, who who is from Bhopal, and he is currently in the sixth sem of bachelor of his Bachelor of Technology, and he's from SIT College. Today we are presenting you to the AI-powered judicial decision-making system. So let's dip into further. Okay, sorry. Okay, so let's begin with the introduction. We are making the web-based application for AI-powered judicial decision-making system. So in this AI-powered web application, we are using LLM-based AI judge and multi-agent AI jury. So we integrate this LLM-based AI judge and multi-agent AI, and then implement Indian Canons API for legal references, and ensures the transparency for the using the explainable AI. And let's move to the further slides for problem statements. It's a judicial backlog for like 4.5 crore pending cases. We use the judicial backlog, uh, and with a delayed cases take years to resolve. So we are using and resolve. So we are making this AI for the delayed justice, and inconsistent ruling are uh, there. Uh, there are a lot of problems in the judiciary. So we are like inconsistent ruling and subjective in just judicial decision. Legal accessibilities are rural and weaker communities legal aids. Let's move to the next slide. Um, it's a proposed solution for the problem statements that are that we are given the solution for the judiciary's problems. So for the AI judge, we use the LLM based analyze legal arguments for and delivers judgments. AI for AI jury, we use a multi-agent system, and which are like simulates human deliberation. And for Indian Kanun API, and we also use Indian Kanun API for retrial cases laws for legal references, and we also use explainable AI for provides a transparent and accountable verdicts. Let's move to the next slide. It's a technology we are using in this project. So we use the AI models like Lalma 2, BERT, Legal BERT for legal text processing. For the backend, we are using the Fast API, which are very efficient and scalable API framework. For front end, we are using React.js and Next.js, and for the modern web development. And for database, we are using PostgreSQL plus FAIR vector search for legal precedents. And for security, we are using the AES 256 encryption plus differential privacy or opacus. So let's move to the next slide. It's a data source and API integration. For data source, we are using the real-time legal case retrieval from the Indian Kanun API. And for data cleaning, we are using the tokenization, stemming, and limitization for the NLP processing. Like legal case structuring. For legal case structuring, we are using the face-based precedent search for better judgment accuracy. Let's move to the next slide. For phases-wise project, which is which is going to be described by my group partner Priyans Lodi. So Priyans Lodi, please start from the
Hello.
phases-wise.
Hello. Am I audible, sir? Hello. Hello.
Yes,
Am I audible?
yeah,
Okay.
you are audible. Please go ahead.
Okay. To build the system effectively, we have structured our development into different phases. So, phase one, which is research and data collection, we begin with understanding judicial processes, different applications, and collecting case laws from Indian Kanun app. This step is very critical for AI to train on real legal data. Next step is AI model development. We will train our AI judge and jury using Llama 2 and Falcon LLM models. These models will be used to fine tune our Indian legal data, allowing them to interpret cases, arguments, and apply judicial reasoning. In the phase 3, we will apply the bias mitigation, which will generally help in give the transparency, fair transparency techniques. In phase 4, we will try to create backend and security implementation. In this way, in this phase, we will develop a core backend system that will be powered by AI-based judicial model. We will use fast API to handle case submission and process legal argument using our AI judge and jury. Additionally, we will use AES 256 encryption and JW authentication, which will provide us our data security, because there will be different cases which will consist of some private information or some uh, secure information. Phase 5 will be front end and user interface development. Once the backend is functional, we will focus on designing an intuitive and user-friendly web application. Using React.js, we will create an interface where we will use judges, lawyers, and user can submit cases, review AI-generated verdicts. In phase 6, we will be testing and deployment. Afterwards, first front end backend will be completed and user interface will be deployed. We will to try to work on the real-time data, and we will deploy this using the Docker. Okay. For the security purpose, we will use on-premises AI development. Instead of using cloud storage, we will deploy an AI system which will help to secure our data from the unauthorized access. AES-256 encryption. This will help us to store legal case data encrypted using industry standards. Different privacy, which will help to prevent data leaks. We will apply data privacy, different techniques, which will allow AI to learn from data without exposing individual case details. Bias mitigation. Our AI model will continuously monitor and refine to ensure fair ruling from free from bias based on region, economic status, or gender. Slide 9. There are different outcomes and benefits of this model. This will help us for the faster case resolution, because there are different many cases which are pending from many years. This will help to faster the resolution of the cases. Then, secondly, it will help to ensure fair and consistent ruling. By referencing from the past judgment, AI will help to subtly for the ensuring fairness, enhance transparency through AI. Everything judges, lawyers, and even people will able to see the decision and all the verdicts which are made on the person. So it will be proper transparency, improve legal accessibility. This will help in even rural peoples, like poor peoples will not be able to understand properly. So they will able to understand properly through AI power legal assistance. Okay, so thank you. And this is the workflow of our model.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Huh. Uh, Basically, I meant to ask only like your presentation was like fabulous. It has no issues. I just want to basically see the code if it's possible. Have you started
Sir,
doing
actually,
anything?
currently I am working on data collection part because actually there
Yes,
in
yes.
the Indian Kanun app, it is a very large data set, and currently I'm working
Hmm.
on UI. So
Yes, yes.
it will take a time little bit.
Okay, okay. I just like when you complete it, just basically share the basically uh, chats or basically conversation
Okay,
between the
okay, sir.
AI.
Directly I will share in the group.
Yeah. Okay.
So, see, what we're interested in here is seeing the interaction between the juries of different personalities and how do they reach to consensus.
Okay.
Okay, that is the specific core aspect of it, and you've like your data flow is complete, nearly complete, but
Yes,
one
sir.
thing you've missed out, that is the metric. What metric are you
Okay.
going to use to evaluate? Okay, so that
Okay,
is
sir.
one thing that you need to consider. Other than that, your
Okay.
data flow, I think, is the best till the presentations I've seen till now. Like I'm able to understand where the data is going to start from and where it's going to end, and how it's going to flow between the different agents and what technologies are you going to use. So in that aspect, it's really good.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
This is all about for today presentations. Okay. Any specific note for today as like Ankit and Ayush sir?
Yeah, so guys, the rest of you just take note from this particular team. Uh, See the data flow, even you guys must be able to completely understand like how the data is starting off and reaching to its consensus. Now, see, each project has its own different challenge. Somewhere it's the data set, somewhere it's web scraping, somewhere it's content interaction. How do you perceive it through images or just text? So the challenge varies with each project, but as you can see, each of them is achievable. So just hone in into it and like just work on your code and don't work on your front end right now, like any team. First, like put up everything in a Jupyter notebook in your laptops or Colab, whatever. And we should at least see the output of what's happening, what's the steps that are going around till we reach the final outcome, and we should be able to see the metrics. Because see, if that there is a particular niche and novelty in each project that is hidden, when you are able to reach that, then only we can proceed towards the research and the rest of the parts. Any questions, anyone?
Sir, basically you want backend part mainly in first working.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
If you
So,
can,
sir,
if you need us, like if you are able to, like your backend is completed and you want to like speed it up and show it in front end, that is fine. But like first, it should function and for your respective project, like I've already mentioned, I need to see the interaction between the different personalities of the juries and what they are concluding, how they're conversing with each other.
Okay, sir.
Hmm.
okay, sir. Sir, so till when we will complete our backend?
That is.
See, your next presentation is going to start from, I think so, next Monday itself.
Okay,
So,
so
and this is going to take place two more times, this particular session. And after like two more evaluations, we'll like pick up teams who we want to work with further. Okay, because since you guys know your classes are already finished and we'll be starting out more classes, but this is a particularly separate group and we'll only spend time with those guys which, have like really worked on their project and are actually like working towards making like converting it to fruition.
okay, sir.
So just consider your timeline as 1 week for code and basically the backend code where metrics are visible, the exact point of the project is visible, and then we work towards honing it into a particular packaging it for a research thing, and then we'll work on the deployment and the rest of it for the next week.
Okay, sir.